right, we back. We gonna get right into it. Thank you for watching, subscribing, doing all that good stuff. We gonna get right into it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so recently with the Boston Celtics, you know, they had an issue with their coach Ime Udoka and his whole scandal. So, what are your thoughts on the whole situation as an entirety? It's a lot to cover. But
There's a lot to cover, but you know, I got a lot to say about this situation. Not at one point at all do I condone cheating of any sort.
Me as well as a married man.
In fact, no cheating is wrong. No way ifs, and or buts about it. But my thing is this though. Everybody has had a crush on Nia Long, and I'm young. I'm only 28. Nia Long's a little bit of before my time, but if you're from the 80s, born in the 80s in Anaya, Nia Long was her. So my thing when I initially heard the reports is like, why and what happened? You know what I'm saying? How you feel about it?
Well, so for those who don't know the situation, basically the coach, he got caught out there cheating. So shout out to Gossip of the City. I love, that's one of my favorite blogs.
Spiritual World.
They basically said what happened was the husband who hurt the person he cheated with husband works in finance for the Celtics. So you ain't know that.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that. I'm breaking it down.
Yeah, spill the tea, my boy.
So basically what happened was he knew she was cheating.
Okay.
He didn't know with who.
Okay.
He hired a private investigator.
Wow.
And it just happened to be the coach.
Oh, wow.
So now the Celtics, basically he's so high up in the Celtics in the finance department.
Oh, wow.
He said, I got to do something. And they suspended him for a year.
And also, too, like, that's a very interesting point, guys. This is not a league issue. Like, league rules and stuff. Certain organizations have rules. So the position of power was definitely altered, and it was looked at as inappropriate. So that's why he's getting a lot of hack for that. But listen, wow, my boy hired a private investigator.
But the whole thing on top of that, it's not a league issue. And it's not a legal issue.
It's not.
He did nothing illegal. He did something morally wrong. But it's not illegal.
Exactly.
And then the only reason it came out was because basically it was consensual. However, once they both agreed to let it go and stop, he allegedly continued to pursue her.
Oh, wow.
So that's why it kind of blew up.
Oh, my boy was literally shooting his shot.
He was shooting his shot.
Against Nia Long,
he should have been on the court, my boy.
Listen, should have been on the court, all of that. But, yeah, definitely wrong. I was totally shocked, you know, with the Nia Long situation. You know, a beautiful woman, never been in the news, never been messy about any of her private, you know, off camera. So I was definitely shocked by it.
They're not married, they're engaged, and they have a kid together.
And also, Nia Long was at his games.
Correct. This is my thing, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Let me say something real quick.
Go ahead,
Why is everyone so caught up in the Nia Long situation? Why everybody keep saying Nia Long? I'm a fan of Nia Long. I think she's very attractive. I love Nia Long. But my thing is, people put it out there like, oh, I can't believe you did that to Nia Long. I can't believe you did that to Nia Long. One, we don't know their situation.
Exactly. We don't even know if they still off terms.
We don't know if they have an open relationship.
Okay.
We don't know if Nia Long may be hurt because she's embarrassed.
Okay.
It could just be an open situation.
Yeah.
He's a coach. He travels. He's with the team 90% of the time. You know what I mean? I think the Celtics are real messy for letting it get out there like that.
Okay.
If they're the reason it got out. He's 100% wrong. So I want to start there and say he's 100% wrong. I think it's more than embarrassment.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
No one wants to be cheated on, but I think people don't want people to know they got cheated on, and the embarrassment hurts more than the actual act of cheating.
Exactly.
What do you think?
And I definitely agree with that. It's definitely the embarrassment. Also because, you know, Nia Long's not really in the news. Yeah. He's a black head coach in Boston. As we know, all the issues throughout the years with racism in Boston, you're probably the most powerful, you know, one of the most powerful figures in Boston, you know, sports right now. And then you messing up the bag. 1 year suspension in the NBA and losing $10 million. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I don't think it's worth it for, you know, a couple minutes of pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Correct. So I think it was worth it. And also I think everybody's infatuated with Nia Long's looks.
Yes.
You know, beautiful, one of the most beautiful black women. And she's actually supporting the man too. She was at the games, front row, all of that. Yeah. So it's unfortunately, but damn, like it could happen to anybody and everybody.
And to piggyback up the Nia Long thing, I feel like people are invested in the Nia Long character of who. People are invested in who they think Nia Long is. Now, she could be a great person. I'm not saying she's not a great person. I'm not saying she deserves any of that. I'm not saying that. But sometimes we look past her. We only see a celebrity as a celebrity. Like, they always say, never meet your idols because they'll crush you.
Okay, cool.
Because, for example, like, you may think they're the nicest guy on the planet, and they may not want to give you an autograph, and you kind of hold that against them.
Exactly.
Like that, you know what I mean? So, I just feel like he was real messy how he did it.
Exactly.
He shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you married, you got kids with her and everything like that.
Yeah.
You got engaged in. The person he allegedly cheated with moved them move him to Boston.
She was controlling the traveling schedule. So, it just get messier and messier. And they always say about, dealing with people at your job and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? It definitely blew up way more. But the traveling thing that she controlled the schedule, that's messy right there. Right?
So what do you think about Matt? You heard about Matt Barnes? His take on it?
Yeah, I heard that Matt Barnes said this is deeper.
Yeah, so Matt Barnes is defending him at first, defending the situation. And then Matt Barnes got a call and got more information. Yeah. And then he said he take back everything he says. Ime Udoka is completely wrong. And it's 100 times worse than what we think.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think that first of all, for Matt Barnes to renege on his comment, because he's in that mix.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He has league sources. He's also a former NBA player. For people who don't know, Matt Barnes has a podcast. He's a former NBA champion with the Lakers. All the Smoke podcast. So he reneged on that. And a lot of sports analysts, they just go with the story, with the source and stuff like that, just to create more views and to get the story going. But I respect that, man. I wouldn't wish no drama for nobody like that, especially messing up a bag, you feel me, and a beautiful woman's situation, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So we can agree Ime Udoka is wrong, right?
Wrong.
We can agree the situation is messy. We can agree Nia Long is a victim because she was blindsided, and you know what I mean? Like it just. You don't think she's a victim?
I don't think. Maybe she knew about it. Maybe she didn't even know.
You're right.
Maybe Nia Long knew about it, but it blew up. You know what I mean?
Like I said, maybe the embarrassment.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So we can agree Nia Long was embarrassed.
Definitely embarrassed. Definitely.
So it's a quote that goes like this.
Okay.
You want to cry in that Toyota?
Okay.
Or this Maybach?
Okay.
So it goes our next topic.
Next topic, let's get into it.
Do you think if someone's a breadwinner and they're making multi-million, they're making millions upon millions a year, supporting the family, you don't have to work. You don't have to cook. You don't have to clean. You have to do anything. Male or female. I'm not saying gender. I'm just saying the breadwinner could be a male or female. Your partner could be a male or female. It has nothing to do with your gender or anything like that. What I am saying is, do you think if a person is making multi-millions and all this money, do you think they get more passes in the relationship?
I think they get, publicly they don't get a pass.
Okay.
Behind closed doors, in their mansion or whatever, like, listen, like, I do feel like, especially, like, the females, they, they give them a pass. Like, you're listening, they're around groupies 180 days out the year, you know what I mean, on the road, whether they're a rapper, athlete, like, women are flocking at that door, the temptation is strong. So I do feel like, and I'm going to bring up a player, too, they do give their man a pass.
Yeah, but I'm going to let you continue. But
go ahead.
But I agree with everything you're saying.
Yeah.
But the partner, usually the woman, always says one thing. Just don't embarrass me.
Exactly.
Just don't embarrass me. Do whatever you do.
Exactly.
Just don't let it get out and just don't embarrass me.
Emotionally. So there's also this other NBA player too, a former NBA player, Andre Kirilenko, AK-47. Former All-Star too for the Utah Jazz, number 47. So years ago when I was a kid, watching, Maury, Jerry Springer, whatever, his wife, who he's still married to a day, gives him a pass to cheat on her once a year.
Yeah.
Once a year. He's no longer been in the year for almost 5 to 10 years, a decade. If Andre, he was good. He was a solid player. She gives him a pass, and that just opened up to me like, listen, like, we all are human. We all fall short. So I do feel like some people in a relationship, when they're on that certain status or pedestal, like, you know what? All right, because I know what comes with that territory. But I think that if you have something good at home, kids, wife and kids and stuff, you don't mess up a happy home, man.
I agree.
You know what
I agree.
How you feel?
I feel like usually, well, we can say whatever we want to say. We can be politically correct.
Yeah.
We can say, oh, it's not like that. But honestly, if someone's making multi-million and they're the breadwinner, most likely they're gonna get a pass. They're gonna get a lot of things that the person that's not making the money is not entitled to.
Exactly.
Not entitled. Title is the bad word, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like for example, it's like money is power.
Definitely.
Money and power go hand in hand. So if someone's making all the money, it's kind of hard to tell the person that's making all the money they can't do X, Y, and Z. Like, I'm married, so my wife is making 6 times more than me.
Yeah.
I can't tell her, I need you to help with these dishes.
You be like, yes, ma'am, right?
Yes, ma'am. What do you need me to do?
Man, exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
you know what I mean?
It's not even about the cheating. It's not about even dating or nothing like that. Just power in relationships. Money and the power, they go hand in hand. You know
Especially,
what I mean?
It's definitely like, a financial difference. Like, it comes off as needy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, usually, like, listen, like, I'm going to get this bag regardless. I'm going to put up with everything, too. Even before they make it. Like, some athletes deal with certain relationship issues in high school, and I guarantee you, certain females that have a conversation with their aunties and cousins, like, listen, he about to be a millionaire.
Yep.
So listen, y'all, behave yourself. You know what I mean? This what comes with the territory. Do you want to be on the hill or do you want to still be in the town somewhere? You know what I mean? So I definitely think even family members have the convo with their family members about if they're dealing with somebody who's going to be potentially a millionaire.
If somebody's making all that money and stuff like that, male or female, I'm not saying expect the worst, but also don't be surprised by it
at all,
you
man.
Know what I mean?
The temptation, the party, you feel me? All of that.
And then back to the coach for the Celtics, Ime Udoka. With him, he's on the road all the time. He's doing his thing. He's doing X, Y, and Z. And Nia Long not around. And like I said, I don't know. Maybe he got needs he need to handle, and he was 100% wrong. But I think, like I said, it's basically the embarrassment.
Exactly.
I think if he got caught cheating and whatever, I think Nia Long would still been hurt. But no one else an emotional attachment.
Exactly.
You know what I mean, people get hurt. The partners get hurt more when they know it's emotional attachment. When you know you're invested. You went on dates with this person. You have another relationship. Like you live in a double life.
Yeah,
you know
bro.
what I mean?
And there's a kid involved too. There's a kid involved. 11 years. You know what I mean? So also, man, I guess Doug was like, man, it got cold that night, man. You know what I'm saying? But
and I can feel like women gonna be watching this right now and saying, "Oh, you biased." But just think about this: if Oprah and Stedman together, and it's Stedman like Oprah's like, "Yo, Stedman, I'm about to go out with my friend got a nice guy I want to go meet." Stedman say no. She gonna say, "Then leave. You can leave. You're not trapped there."
And exactly, we're not in those relationships, so we're just going off and hear she say we're not millionaires. We're just regular people. But I do feel like even in people's marriages, they have clauses like, "Listen, you be able to do this and that," or have people sign stuff, just in case, like, we're gonna keep this on the hush and hush, man.
Have NDAs where the stuff can't leak and
exactly,
there,
man.
You know what I mean?
But listen, I'm gonna say this: I hate it had to be Nia Long.
Definitely
I hate it.
Yeah.
So our next topic is this: we're gonna talk about something that happened a couple years ago with two former Lakers. I'm gonna give a quick breakdown. Former point guard D'Angelo Russell and also small forward Nick Young were teammates. So, it's a brotherhood. When you're on the teammates, we're on the road, we talk about different things, personal things, business or whatever. So it was allegedly said in reports that D'Angelo Russell was recording Nick Young on Snapchat. All right, had his phone out. You know, in the society, everybody pulls their phone out real quick. On Snapchat, stating that he was cheating on his then girlfriend baby mother too. No, not baby mother. Iggy, his former girlfriend Iggy Azalea with another female.
Well, he was about to be engaged to her, or they were engaged.
Yeah, they were engaged and stuff. So the question is, did D'Angelo Russell mess up the bro code?
D'Angelo Russell definitely messed up the
bro code. Okay, explain that.
I'm not saying he had to condone that, and I'm not saying he had to support his friend or like, help him cheat, anything like that. But you recording private conversations.
Exactly.
It's certain things you don't want. It stays between friends.
Exactly.
If I'm talking to you about something, it stays between us.
Exactly.
If my wife's talking to her friend about something, it stays between them.
Exactly.
Now I understand some things we tell each other in passing. We tell each other like, "Oh, this will happen with this person." But certain things, it's off limits.
Exactly.
And you don't want it to get out. You want it to leak out, and you know what I mean. It's a bro code. It's called the bro code.
Yeah. Definitely the bro code. Definitely, like, first of all, as a man, why do you have your phone recording and stuff like that? And I think D'Angelo was like a rookie, 19, 20 years old. Even though us young people, I'm 28, but I grew up in that in that era of having your phone out and putting everything on social media. But D'Angelo Russell, he was wrong for that, man. It's a bro code. Somebody was having a regular convo. We know what goes on the road and stuff, man. So just keep it that copacetic, man.
And D'Angelo Russell, credit, he was young. He was 20, I think.
I think he was 19 or 20.
But at the same time, it's like, you're around a grown man, act like a grown man.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And at the same time, Nick Young was completely wrong.
He
was 100% wrong in that situation. But how can you trust somebody when they sit here recording you doing X, Y, and Z?
Exactly. And didn't even know at all. And then I got to worry about you. Like, we're teammates. You got to pass me the ball. You got to make sure I look good because you're the point guard of the team.
They literally had to trade him because of that.
They literally traded him. They had to trade him because the locker room was done. Because the brotherhood and, the fraternity of the issue was too much, man. And I just think that there's certain things you just don't do with your friends that it should be done. Talk to your significant other or whatever, too.
If you can't trust somebody, you can't kick it with them.
Exactly.
You can't skate with them like T.I.
Exactly.
said. You can't rollerblade, play stickball, basketball, anything. You know what I mean?
So that's like you being in the barbershop, right? Saturday mornings, all fellas, we love to go to the barbershop, talk about different issues, you know what I mean? And mental health is important. Not saying mental health and the cheating go copacetic, but people go, they talk about different things. So imagine you talking about something, personal with your mans in the barbershop. and then it gets back to your wife or whatever. Like, yo, bro, what's good with you, man? Like,
I heard you was in the barbershop talking X, Y, and
YZ, man. Then that's supposed to be your oasis for a little bit, man. But nah, man. I just different things like with the bro code. You ain't gotta have your phone out all the time, man.
Yeah.
You know, man. Close your mouth, man.
Yeah.
So
look, we over time right now.
Definitely.
We're gonna keep it going for a little bit.
Okay,
We're gonna
keep
it going for a little bit. So I just thought of something. So
go ahead.
How would you handle that situation? You use Ime Udoka. Like, so basically, he got caught out there. I'm not saying you. I'm saying if you were Ime Udoka, you got caught out there. How would you handle it? Oh, you want me to start it?
No. I'm gonna say this. You know what I mean?
Like, how would you handle the move forward? How would you handle it in the press? How would you handle it with
First
Nia
of all,
Long? How you gonna handle that?
Listen. I'm a wine and diner. Beg, please. I'm gonna get my Bluetooth speaker outside her mansion and sing Ray J "One Wish" to her. One wish, all of that. You know what I mean? And also, I'm gonna do a public press conference.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and apologize to the to her.
Yeah,
First of all, her. In the Boston Celtics organization, because they just made the playoffs, man.
They made the finals.
They made the finals, man, against Golden State. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then also too, bro, like you're an African American basketball coach. You know, like there's just so many discrepancies where African Americans are not even getting these head coaching positions in all sports.
Yeah.
So you're put on the pedestal. You're held to a higher standard.
Yeah.
So I definitely would do a beg and plead. You know what I mean? Might cry a little bit. You know what I mean? Definitely do a public press conference, but I don't think he'll be back as a Boston Celtics head coach after that. But how would you handle that situation?
That's a good thing. So if I was him, I would never be him.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was
exactly.
If I was him,
never. It's not
I would never be
boy.
him. Ever.
Exactly.
But if I was him, you gotta make it right with Nia Long.
Exactly.
So you gotta buy her favorite whatever.
Man.
Gotta get her a new car.
Man.
You know what I mean? You gotta get her a puppy or something like that. Gotta make sure you gotta take her on a trip. You gotta take care of everything.
That,
you gotta handle it with her. That's the first thing.
Exactly.
After you handle it with her, you handle it with her family.
Oh, okay, with the family.
Gotta talk to mom. Gotta talk to pops. You gotta
talk to the brother.
You gotta talk to the brother. He might want to fight you. You
gotta talk to the son.
You gotta talk to
your son. Your
son or daughter. You gotta break it down what happened.
Exactly.
How you made a mistake. And you gotta promise and show them that it's never gonna happen again.
Ooh.
After you get that right,
yeah.
you gotta do a press conference with Nia Long.
Yeah.
You gotta have Nia Long there.
And I don't want to bring up somebody who went through a R.P. Kobe, but we know all that his situation. Yeah. And Vanessa was right there with him, but she had that rock. I think he spent over $50,000 on that rock. She on her
$50,000, that's like a $3 million ring.
Listen, Kobe did what he had to do. You know what I mean, and got through it, but. That's funny that you said you gotta talk to the family.
You gotta talk to the family.
Funny,
how you gonna do that? And then you gotta talk to the family.
Exactly.
And then if you do a press conference with Nia Long, if the world sees that Nia Long forgave him, then the world could easily forgive him.
Exactly.
Because he could say whatever he want to say, but if you guys right by the side, it's like, oh, she forgave him. Yeah. Let's give him a second chance.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's just the way I'm thinking.
Listen, I'll be like, baby, I want my family back. We can go to therapy. We speak to TD Jakes.
Have matching shirts. I'm with stupid.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna do it all. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean. Once again, I hate it had to be Nia, but that was just a little bit of a hot topic that was in sports this week, man. So we appreciate y'all checking out the show. Exactly. Let us know in the comments what you think. Yeah, let's talk about it. Everybody. Let us know if you think we were completely wrong. Yeah. If what your take is on it. What your take on open relationships are. Mm-hmm. Do you think the Celtics was wrong? Do you think Nia Long handled it the right way? Mm-hmm. Do you think Ime Udoka handled it the right way? Exactly. Let us know in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. Yes, sir. Peace. Be easy.